It's Good News with Gary, featuring University of Akron President Gary L. Miller.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's having an enjoyable first few weeks of summer. I'm excited to have with me today a special guest, Mr. Jason Segedy, a UA graduate, who joined us in May in my office. Jason serves as the project manager and point person for our Polsky Building renovation and reimagination. We're very excited to have him here. I asked him to join me today to talk a little bit about his background, the importance of the collaboration between the university and the city of Akron, and the exciting opportunities for the Polsky Building's transformation. Jason, thanks for being with me today.
Thanks so much for having me here.
So I know you're a UA graduate from Akron originally. Tell us a little bit about your background and why you came to UA.
Sure. So, my family has a pretty long history of attending the university. Both of my parents are graduates of UA. My dad's also a graduate of the law school. Two of my brothers are graduates. So it's kind of, I guess, a family tradition to go here. And when I first came as an undergraduate, I was in the geography program, and it was a great program. As I grew up here in Akron, I had a childhood love of maps. That's in cities in general. That's what got me into geography. And I've been an Akronite my whole life other than a 2-year stint in graduate school.
Wow. We're glad to have you here. I've always loved maps, too, by the way. So we're really excited about this Polsky project, which is, as you know, has been supported by the Knight Foundation. And it's really the epitome of our vision of creating a gateway between the university and the city of Akron and being really involved in downtown. And it seemed to us when we started thinking about a project manager that this was a great fit for you and what you've done in your career. And so what do you think about this project, and what makes you interested in it, and how do you think we can move forward as we start?
I think what is really interesting about the project, I had come over from City Hall, and I worked in local government for 26 years, and that was a great experience. But when I was the city planning director, I was charged with thinking about 62 square miles of territory, and although that was a great job, I liked the idea of being involved with a project that was a one city block size and one building, and really having the chance to come over to the university and maybe take some of that experience with the city, but channel it into looking at a much smaller area and working for an institution that I really love.
Did you ever shop in the Polsky Building?
We went to O'Neill's when I was a kid.
And O'Neill's.
Yeah, the rival. And Polsky's it closed when I was 6, and I would imagine my mom took me in there now and then, but I don't really remember it, but I remember O'Neill's well.
Great. So we're excited. One of the things that excites us about this project is that even though it is a city block, only a city block, we think it could be a focus for virtually everything, parts of everything going on in the city, and a great attractor to get people downtown. What excites you about the project?
I think what I really like about it is maybe on 2 or 3 different levels. One is kind of the mission of the project is that generational opportunity for bringing the city and the university together, for incorporating public life in with the academic life. And I really think that the building, both like physically and just where it is located downtown, really provides a great opportunity to do that. And then I also find it really exciting of taking this historic building that's been put to really good use for the last 3 decades by the university, but reimagining it, and especially taking the inside of it and maybe, literally and figuratively opening it up a little bit more. Right. Both to the public and to our students and faculty and staff.
So this project is going to involve a lot of interactions with a lot of people, both inside and outside the university. We have virtually every college now has some activity already in that building. We have a high school in there. We have retail space in there. How do you manage all that and to work with architects and get the thing going? Right?
Yeah, I think that's another exciting challenge about the project is as you mentioned, the collaboration part. I see it happening on several different levels, as you alluded to, that there's the internal collaboration with the different colleges and schools here on the campus for finding the right mix of activities and tenants in the building. There's the more external collaboration with prospective retailers or with nonprofits and others that might have a presence in the building. And then I think there's the collaboration part with the city at large. And I think especially being able to leverage some of the great things that have happened or are happening in and around the building, like the reconstruction of South Main Street, and then this year the renovation of Lock 3 Park kicked off. So I think those set the building up really well for having a lot of a vibrant activity around it.
Yeah, one of the most exciting things about downtown Akron is that in recent years the number of downtown residents has increased and the number of opportunities to live downtown has increased. So I'm wondering how this new project can serve those folks and make their life even more exciting in downtown Akron.
Yeah, that's a great point. The city really has seen a significant uptick in downtown residential, and we expect that to continue. And I think what is nice, to your point, is if we can reach the promise of the Polsky Building for being that truly creative hub. It could bring some of those new residents in for performances, to look at galleries, maybe to grab a bite to eat or a cup of coffee. And also, conversely, having our students and faculty and staff be able to come out onto Main Street and experience what the area of downtown around it has to offer. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. So one of the parts of your job is to be our main liaison to the Knight Foundation, where we continue to be incredibly humbled and grateful to them for this wonderful gift. And I know you know Kyle Kudichev and the Knight Foundation well. What do you think about that part of your work?
Yeah, that's another really great part of this job, being able to come and work under your leadership here at the university and to have partners like the Knight Foundation. As you said, I've known Kyle for many years now and had worked with him in varying capacities at the city. And it is great to have a partner like the Knight Foundation, and him in particular, to be able to work with. So I think it's going to make my job easier and hopefully make his job easier as well too.
And we've just sort of settled on a great and exciting architect for the building that brings a lot of experience in urban planning, and I know you were part of that, so that's exciting too.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, Jason, thanks so much for joining me, and all of us at the university look forward to your direction of this project over the next couple years and beyond. And thank you for being the person to do that for us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here.
So please join me again for Good News with Gary podcast, and go Zips.